Today I'm going to present irrefutable evidence that NASA has stolen an idea from me. Now, some of you think I'm not the smartest man on the internet, and you'd be wrong. NASA fucking stole from me. I am genuinely the smartest man on the internet. Let me just go ahead and prove it to you. As many of you know by now, I've had this genius idea, damn near Megamind supervillain level shit, where we would take a rocket, we'd put a bunch of cum on it, and we'd fire it into space, have it blow up, and then just shoot semen throughout the galaxy in an attempt to cultivate life on other planets. I thought this would help jumpstart evolution throughout the cosmos. I just genuinely have believed this to be an incredible idea for months now. I've been coming up with blueprints. I've been hypothesizing how to make this work if I had Elon Musk's levels of wealth and power. And I really think I was onto something big. And clearly I was in the right ballpark considering NASA is doing this exact same fucking thing with a few modifications. Now in my scheme, the biggest obstacles I had to tackle and figure out a solution to were of course how to prevent the semen from freezing. It's very cold in space and semen like a very warm climate from what I understand. So I was trying to come up with maybe putting little sweaters on them or something in the missile so when it explodes they're kept nice and warm. Also, the other issue I had is how would they make it through the atmosphere on the planets? They'd be fucking burning up in the atmosphere. So I was coming up with ways of maybe making some type of hyperbolic time chamber for each individual sperm load. Like each load comes in its own little, like almost Pokeball capsule where it's a beautiful temperature for sperm to exist in. It's also made out of adamantium so it doesn't break when it hits the planet, immediately at least, but it would erode over time. I was coming up with all kinds of great ideas, and NASA... they had their own ideas, all based off of my design and my plan. So let's just go ahead and really dive into what NASA's doing and how it overlaps with my idea. I learned about this all last night on my stream, twitch.tv/moistcritical, where we get into very incredible scientific discussions such as sperm missiles, and I just wanted to play my reaction to it as well as researching it live, and then I'm going to show you some clips of when I've talked about it in the past. Did you hear that NASA is planning to send 6.7 million sperm cells to the moon? No, they took my fucking idea? So NASA listens to the official podcast, I see, or during PodChamps when I was talking about my theory. No fucking way. A little different than my... Okay, so based on what I'm reading, they're trying to take basically like a Noah's Ark of cum and plant it on the moon. Or is it just general space? They're specifying the moon. They're trying to create moon people. So my idea, the original idea that clearly inspired NASA was I said, what if we gathered a fucking ton of cum and put it on a missile that we just shot into space and had it blow up, spreading sperm throughout the galaxy to see if maybe we could jumpstart evolution somewhere deep out there. So they heard that clearly and said, what if we do that in a way that almost works? Man, what the fuck? I knew I should have pitched this to Elon Musk. I shouldn't have said it on stream. Elon would have jerked off himself for the 6.7 million units of cum. Shit. Now I'm not even gonna get credit for this idea if it works. Using lava tubes to shelter the samples. Establishing the Ark would involve 6.7 million samples to the moon in multiple payloads, then storing them in a vault beneath the surface where they would be safe. The idea is to store the Ark within a network of lava tubes. That actually sounds like something I would say. That sounds so fucking dumb. But I mean, obviously it's not dumb considering NASA's doing it and it'll probably work, but like if I said that, chat would laugh at me. If I said I want to take cum and plant it on the moon and heat it with lava, you guys would think I'm a goddamn maniac out of Arkham Asylum. And yet that is exactly what they're doing. And pretty much exactly what I said, minus lava tubes. This is exactly what I had in my head, too! And then you take all this and you turn it into a missile and you just blow it up in space so it shoots the ejaculate throughout the cosmos. So this is the Preservation Analysis Laboratory, a nice little like greenhouse for it. Cryopreservation module, of course. That was in my blueprints as well. Elevator shafts, that way you can get good vantage point. The actual cum lord here of this facility, that's pretty awesome. The goods elevator shaft, obviously, of course. 250 rocket launches of all ejaculate. They also suggest robots navigate the facility on magnetic tracks. NASA is literally being inspired by my ideas. That is Skynet. That is literally Skynet. Soon the machines will be powered by cum, as I brought up in my science fiction epic Skynet. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's so blatant too, right in my face. Troy and I made an entire song about cum robots, and here's NASA not even giving us a little footnote in history. I'm so upset about that. I could have been up there with the intellectual greats if NASA had only just fucking credited me. Selfish. Fucking selfish. I think it's a wonderful idea, and I'm glad NASA agrees with me. I just wish they had given a little credit where credit was due. Surely no one else could have stumbled upon such a genius idea besides me. So it had to have come from me. I was the genesis of the mission to the cum, or whatever they're calling it. How far can you shit? Let's not get sidetracked and cloud ourselves from the important questions, such as how can I get royalties on this mission to the moon thing with the sperm bank. It's one small jerk for men, one giant leap for cum in space. And I want a piece of it. I still think what we should do as a species is send like a giant rocket into space that's nothing but a bunch of different semen, and then have it blow up in space and just go across the entire galaxy and see what happens. See if we can cultivate life from a distance. I think that would be a really cool strategy. It would give us something to hunt for. It'd be like Pokemon. I don't know if it would work because I think it'd freeze, but maybe a couple of soldiers make it. I think that would be genius. I still think one of the best things humanity can do is take a giant, massive rocket of bunch of different cum and just fire it into space and see if it can maybe populate an asteroid or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it flies into some Martian's vagina or something, and she's pregnant.
Well, I mean, I just feel like if it just starts hitting planets at some point, even Frozen, it might help.
We're just launching intergalactic missiles of cum at other planets.
I think it's such a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Maybe
that's how life on Earth started. Who knows?
They start firing their cum back at us.
The cum wars.
Lies. Yeah, Peter! Woo-hoo-hoo! No one was applauding, then he threw his hands out. Come on, guys. Chief Competition Officer? What does that mean? What title is that?
He just issues company competitions. Three-legged race.
Winner gets a promotion! Whoever gives you the best blowjob gets moved up.
When did he walk on stage? Did he just appear?
No, he didn't walk. I think he was just on a video. He was reporting from the EA space station.
About 200 million game players in the world. We thought that was a lot. Now there are 2.6 billion and growing. We are all part of a global phenomenon.
2.6 billion what? Gamers?
I think he said game plays in an effort to not make us cringe by saying gamers or gamer assassin gurus or something. I don't like being classified as a gameplay.
What does it even...
I don't know. We're all just gameplays living in his world. His virtual world.
This guy really screams gamer.
Well, everyone, it's great to be back near E3.
Did he just say near E3?
Yeah, he's not in it actually.
He's not. He wasn't allowed near the premises last time.
He stood outside promoting Titanfall. Hey guys, Titanfall, it's coming out soon.
Passing brochures. Welcome back. Why greet a soldier? Oh, you haven't died yet?
Congrats.
That's good for morale.
Your children are waiting for you.
Don't you want to see them again, John?
Personalized greetings.
It seems your mother recently had a heart attack. I'm sorry to hear that, Richard.
But she's still alive. fight for her.
Make her proud.
One of the comments in the section there is so many soldiers. Yes.
Whoa! Look at these soldiers! There's so many of them!
No, I think that was a complaint, like, so many soldiers, ugh.
Oh. Ew. Not enough
Wasn't there more birthday cake?
I thought it was like somebody amazed by the amount of soldiers.
Options and a deep progression system. And of course, super smooth gameplay that we've always delivered.
Always delivered, you've made one
In the
game.
first game.
Our track record is 100% on super smooth gameplay.
I looked away, what is this?
This
Still
is
the
this
same thing.
How could you even look away? Your eyes weren't glued to the screen for Titanfall info?
Do the Titans talk in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So they're like Transformers?
No, it's just like freezing every now and then. And now the quality just took a massive shit.
Oh no.
I'm not going to be able to see the super smooth high definition gameplay and the crisp 1080p it was meant to be displayed in.
Really took us by surprise.
Just combine Titanfall with this.
Yeah.
It would make a fun game, just Titan football.
Touchdown fall.
If Rocket League worked, then that would too.
Why did I even bother showing my fucking team in the NFL advertisements? No one gives a fuck about the Buccaneers. That's just insulting. Why haven't they just removed them from the NFL games? This man's like a Star Trek villain.
Yeah.
He does. Can you see his nipples?
Yeah. They're like fucking knives. The whole shirt contours around him.
Yeah.
By
It's
design.
the first time I've ever seen a man's nipples through his shirt.
I thought you were gonna in the sentence after man's nipples.
No, I've seen those.
He makes it seem like it's something all of us know, but I've never heard of NFL Madden competitions in my life.
He's the competition expert.
Yeah.
Competition organizer person thing. Of course he knows about it.
He knows about every competition in the world.
Is this actually his job?
I think this is genuinely his job. He just comes up with competitions for these games. What would that... When this man gets fired from EA, what is he gonna put on his fucking resume? A competition officer? No one's gonna want that. Hey guys, look, I'll work for this restaurant. We can set up competitions and shit. I'm really good at that.
I mean, he's just gonna go work for another company as chief. I don't even know. Credits, proofreader.
Chief spell checker. Subtitles.
Looked like they were in a basement then.
They can't afford a big stage. It's just Peter Moore's basement.
Yeah. The chief competition basement.
I bet he goes into bars and like tells women he plays football.
Definitely.
I'm a football player. I play all the positions. I even coach too. Oh, here's Peter Morgan, just coming off a fresh huff from his oxygen tank.
There is a video within a video.
I'm so confused. Where are they? Are they at Los Angeles at the moment?
I think so. I think Peter Moore's just like walking between worlds, right?
His eye wrinkles make him look like he's wearing goggles.
I can see the outline. Yeah, he looks like Dr. Vortex from Crash Bandicoot.
Holy shit, yes.
Hi, I'm young like all of you. I can relate. I love Madden. Wow, that got me hyped. I loved watching people work on the game. Now that I know real
On the
humans,
immersion.
yeah, now that I know real humans were behind the development of this one, I'll have to buy it. Is that man wearing boot cleats? Look at his shoes next time it zooms out.
He's a real cowboy. He's the chief cowboy. No, they're just talking about the fucking DLC for Star Wars Battlefront.
Sounds good to me. That's why I came here, to learn about DLC for games I don't own. He's like he looks like fucking Splinter from the new TMNT movie.
Little. His nipples are still hard.
They're perpetually hard, that's his secret. That's why they love him so much. His
Does
name.
he just keep going off stage to just touch his nipples and come back?
Well, that
Real
and get
old
some
one.
oxygen. This man's being artificially kept alive to be EA's puppet. Fuck you, Peter.
For you, Will, my name is Alex Hunter. And just like you,
What is happening? Is this in real life?
I think it's in real life.
Yeah. For a second, I thought this looks really good, actually.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, wow, this one is not shit.
I can't see his nipples, though.
Yeah,
It's
that's
distracting now.
yeah, that's why he didn't get the big applause Peter gets.
Is this like some famous soccer player that we don't know?
I think it's just an actor they hired to pretend to be a soccer player. You don't know me, but you will if you look me up on IMDb.
Yes, I am Messi and Ronaldinho. Oh wait, someone commented, "Oh Pele." Is this Pele?
No.
Oh no, it's not. Apparently, Yuka's dead.
They
wait.
brought him back from the dead. EA's got the technology.
He's not dead, man, but he's 75.
He might as well be.
Almost dead.
So this could still be him. Maybe.
This isn't gonna get the FIFA fans that excited.
Yeah, it is, Charlie.
How? It'd be like, oh, I gotta get FIFA 17 for Hunter.
They only added 3 coaches.
The rest is DLC. You want this guy to yell at you? You have to buy him.
If you want Alex Hunter's brother as a playable character, $20 please. Who's this guy creeping on stage?
He's just lost.
Where-
He's like, is this the Microsoft press conference?
It's like his boss, your time's up. It looks so threatening. It looks like some character from James Bond, like Spectre.
Yeah, Spectre.
Doesn't even take his hand out of his pocket. Look at him.
Yeah, he's too cool for this.
Holy shit, he has big balls.
Does he even have hard nipples, though? He's just, like, insulting this coach to his face. Why is this promoting the game in any way?
I can wake up 3-4 o'clock.
This guy is so unenthusiastic. Yeah, my son plays games, yeah. Yeah. He just doesn't go to sleep, he plays video games all night. What a great promoter.
Yep. It sounds like he's against video games.
Yeah. I assholes, just let me sleep. His name's spelled without a Y, though. I don't like it.
No, it's not. It's Aaron McCarty. There's a Y at the end.
I mean Aaron. It's
Oh.
not Aaron.
Yeah, no. Everyone knows the more Y's you have in the name, the more quality you can deliver.
Oh, that's why I have one. I think that was my choice.
Fuck yeah, another movie promotional. When's this one coming to theaters? Oh, it's Alex Hunter again. It's his sequel.
They had to put it on his chest to really just fool people. We're 60 years old, but we're all gamers. Only thing is like missing his controller hung around his neck. Like, yeah, I'm a gamer. So in short, he just is not a gamer.
Damn it, that shirt fooled me. Okay, I'm gonna take a FIFA 17 journey to the toilet and take a nice Madden real quick. I'll be right back.
Will help you reach new parts of the forest and take you ever closer to discovering this.
Looks kind of like Journey.
He sounds like Nightcrawler from X-Men. And now Peter Moore for the competition officer, talking about Star Wars Madden Edition.
I've never even heard of Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah, what the fuck is Galaxy of Heroes? Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Titanfall
Why
2.
did they push in that indie guy just in between all of those AAA games? So was he just supposed to talk while they sweep the stage?
Well, Peter Moore had a heart attack, so they had to cancel his segment.
I guess, yeah. He wanted to caress his nipples for a little bit longer.
Peter's nipples aren't hard yet! Put Fee up there, quick! Is it Code Red?
In reality, all the indie games are just intermissions for Moore to fondle himself. EA doesn't give a shit. They commission entire indie games just so he can have some more time to caress his chest.
You're giving EA far too much credit. They would not let Peter fondle them himself. They would have people directed, like their position is to fondle his nipples for him. Stig Asmussen? Holy shit! That was
I'll be honest, I don't think every single employee at EA gets 4 monitors either. I think that's a ruse.
I wonder how many monitors this guy, the real gamer, gets.
It's probably more close to like 4 people share one monitor.
Probably.
That's it.
What do you want, Charlie? It's really hard to please you. I mean, it's almost like you don't like EA.
I just don't like any of these games.
Who's
So
this dude?
boring. He just crawled out of bed. This is Mr. EA himself, Patrick Bach. Yeah, he really does.
Just some camera guy.
Quick! Peter's nipple is still on hard. Send somebody out there, but we don't have anyone else. Get the camera guy! Put a mic on him!
Just stalling. You really want to enhance your experience with all these games that pioneering buzzword more help.
Open world narrative with single player Alex Hunt the Journey 17 FIFA.
What does the shirt say? Mike Tyson?
Oh, it's Mike Tyson? Which one is it?
I don't
That's
know.
not Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has a fucked up face with the tattoo.
Yeah, no, that's Jamie Foxx. His shirt says like on Mike Tyson. What does that mean? This guy looks so depressed and so hollow. They've kept him locked in a dungeon for 3 weeks, just preparing him for this press conference.
Looks like it's coming out of a mountain.
Yeah, out of a tunnel.
Why is it carrying a school bus?
How they got around?
Wait, look at those sad blimps in the sky. Did you see that? They actually drew frowns on them.
Like flaccid dicks.
They look like sad sky whales.
Yeah.
I'm going home to forget that I exist. Are they showing the exact same thing?
At this point, they just even pretend anymore. This is straight up hypnosis. Just brainwashing now. Just repeat the trailer 50 times, guys. Loop it.
That'll get them hyped up. I don't know, maybe there's like something at the end, like a soccer minigame. Shout out to FIFA.
Just Alex Hunter in a battleship.
His journey took him way beyond the football stadium.
Hindenburg was an inside job, was one of the comments. He must have like piercings or something. What would make your nipples just stand out and droop that hard?
I have no idea. I mean, constant stimulation. Like, they probably put ice cubes on him and shit. He's probably like a nipple model or something.
He wasn't even on stage. What?
Well, now he is. He's preventing everyone from playing the game just to be a dick. If you want to play Battlefield 1, you're gonna have to come up here and fight me individually. I can't wait to rush the FIFA 17 monitor. That was... Hi, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for FIFA 17 now.
Play to live? What kind of a motto is that?
Subliminal messaging.
Peter Bach knows. Or Patrick, whatever.
They're trying to get new cameramen.
Why does this series still exist? Every single trending house is the same. I guarantee one of these guys' names is David when they step out of the doors. And this actually looks like something from Nazi Germany. And I'm pretty sure the background music is a RuneScape remix, which I respect. Hey, beer! We drink beer. This is 100% a RuneScape beat. Okay, I fuck with that, Fidel. Good taste. Oh, we don't open that door. You would be surprised by the amount of dead bodies in that closet.
Six to a room right here.
6 to a room.
It's the sausage fest. Fuck that. Hey, let me show you this room. Yes, sir.
6 people in a single room that looks like it's about 400 square feet. It's an actual prison camp. With a movie theater. Holy shit, imagine paying like $5,000 a semester to be in a frat and you sleep with 8 dudes in a single room. This is also a sleeping quarters. We keep 14 men in here. The freezer downstairs is also for sleeping. We keep 6 men in there. That's the smallest party room I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, we can fit about 14 guys in here when we want to listen to some Ed Sheeran and slow dance.
What do you mean?
They have great ideas for their frat, I'll give them that, but the house they're in is way too small for their ideas. Like having a designated paintball party room, great idea if it wasn't 4 square feet. Movie theater, great idea if you had more than 6 chairs.
How's the tour been so far?
It's been incredible. I busted 3 nuts.
Just built our house way back in the day. Yeah.
Did he say the president of the frat drew that? Doodled it? This is where we do seances to summon the old president back. Just to throw a rager.
You gotta make sure that women have...
That is an extremely clean bathroom.
If I had this bathroom in college, man, life would be so different.
Why? Did you eat out of the bathroom or something? Why would life have been different with a cleaner bathroom? Whoa, you got Chef Mike? Yeah, I want to meet Chef Mike. Wake his old ass up. I want to see a meal. I want to see him make a PB&J. Mike's probably just like a ghost that haunts this ground. And now they force him to make meals just to appease him. He died during the Civil War. His spirit was never able to move on. So now he just works for the frat. Ah, it's the microwave. Ah! So it was a joke. Fiji's bringing the bangers from the comedy department. I see, I see, I see. Is that an Xbox? That's not a gaming station. That's a waste of space. Get that shit out of here. Disgusting. Grossest room in the house. I mean, I have to see Zeets. Like, I mean, you gotta see what Zeets is rocking. What's up, David?
What's up? I'm Andrew. I'm Henry.
Damn it.
This is the violent.
Why is it censored? Is it just a bunch of floppy dicks? Everyone's helicoptering. Yeah! Yeah! The study room!
This is our point motto. Is the man.
Sounds like a game.
Get down. Catch everyone.
This looks like the dining quarters in Hogwarts.
In the spring and summer. Got a great view right near on the west side.
I can't see the roof because one of your frat bros just has his butthole out or something. Just for the sake of science, though, I've got to know. One of these dudes has to be named David. It's a law. Every 4 frat house tours, one of them is named David. So just for the sake of being right. What's up, David? Bust open those doors. Come on, Dave. What's up, Dave?
What's up, guys? This is Spike Kappa Psi, Oregon Alpha. I'm Mike. I'm Nico.
That's unlucky. That's unlucky. 0 for 3. This looks like the world's most flammable house. Everything's made out of wood. Like they live in a cabin. I've got to be right. This is number 4, which means we're right in line with the drop rate. What's up, David?
What's up, guys? I'm Walter. I'm John.
I'm done with this. I've seen some bad ideas. I've had some bad ideas. I've had some really bad ideas. For example, probably one of my favorite terrible ideas that I cooked up is where I wanted to test body armor by shooting myself in the chest while wearing it to see how much it hurts. Obviously, I recognize why that's a horrible idea, but you can't convince me it would be a horrible video. I think that would be a slapper. I think it would just be a full-blown red alert DEFCON banger for sure. But, point is, I've had bad ideas and I have seen innumerable horrible stinkers, especially from the likes of Ubisoft, who have become kind of like the Michael Jordan of bad ideas. That entire office, all of their headquarters, this entire company has basically become like Willy Wonka's factory for churning out dumb dog shit brain dead ideas instead of candy. And yet, what I'm about to talk about today is not a Ubisoft original. It actually comes from Meta. They have just announced what I believe to be the stupidest possible platform ever that will likely not be used by a single living, breathing, sentient human being on this planet, at least not on purpose. Let me introduce you to Vibes, a fully AI platform designed to share and create AI short-form videos. I just learned about this from Dole and Dark, who covered it. I had no idea. It feels like they made this announcement like whispered under their breath, because I haven't seen anyone even shoot spitballs at it. No one's even giving it the time of day to insult it. That's how under the radar it has flown. They have to know that no one wants this. Like, even people that don't mind AI content, I can't imagine being excited about this. There's just people that tolerate AI slop on TikTok and YouTube Shorts because it's become inundated with it now. It's like impossible to avoid. But I don't think even those people that can stomach that are going to be all gung-ho about going to a platform that is nothing but AI videos. That is a platform I can only see being used by bots. Just bots creating and sharing videos back and forth until the fucking heat death of the universe claims all our souls.
Well, Meta has announced a new feature on their app called Vibes, which is basically TikTok, except the content is entirely AI generated. As if scrolling TikTok wasn't brain-numbing enough, now you can do fully AI generated.
For the longest time, I thought considering yourself a professional Redditor, like a Reddit content creator, was the most pathetic title you could ever give yourself online. But I think if there's ever a point where someone unironically refers to themselves as a Vibes content creator or like a Vibes influencer, that should actually be grounds for some criminal charges, because that cringe is just illegal. There would be nothing more pathetic at all. I actually couldn't think of anything. You could come out and talk about being like a scat fetishist cuck or something, and I would still think there's more dignity in that than being a Vibes content creator. Anyone who even uses this platform, I think, should be shamed. It's so trash. There is no purpose to it. I cannot even picture what the person would look like that would be interested in a platform like this. Like, maybe some kind of like out-of-touch marketing octogenarian who thinks this is like a good way to promote a product or a brand, so they'd be like dumping endless advertisements on there. But I don't think there's anyone there that wants to consume that. Like, I don't think there is an audience for it at all. You're just putting it out to bots. Because bots will no doubt use this. It'll be nothing but bots. This is exactly what that shit would be utilized for bots to endlessly fart out just AI content. But as far as like an actual platform people would use, there is no value here. There is nothing at all to gain from it. Not even slightly. And I know, and Dolan Darkest also talks about it, that Shorts and TikTok have become just completely ravaged by AI content now, just out the wazoo. Like, there's some of the most viewed videos on YouTube are just AI YouTube Shorts, which aren't even really being consumed by people, it's just bots also watching it.
Shorts. Some of the most viewed shorts being this nonsense where a cat's watermelon car is crushed by a female transformer. And then this one with 50 million views with two fat people sitting in the mud and a train's behind them. And that's it. And the baby gets up and starts running and there's a watermelon there for some reason. And despite it having 50 million views, it has about 30 comments. And this is what the comments say. This video is really helpful. This deserves recognition. Bunch of emojis. And then this tutorial is very impressive. I did not expect it to be this good.
Yeah, you know that short was a turbo hit. Just look at the comments going ballistic for the big old man milkers running from a train with that woman and her baby joining along for the ride. They love it. This video is really helpful. This deserves recognition. I love cat. There wasn't a cat in the video, but they're just making a bold statement. They're not afraid to tell it like it is. They love cat, goddammit. What are you gonna do about it? Big whoop. You wanna fight? And then, of course, the one Dolan Darkest also mentions about the tutorial, which this is not a tutorial. It's clearly bots. It's not people watching this, it's just bots. And Dolan Darkest also went to that channel, and they have, like, actually 50 different variants of that exact same AI video. Just with, like, the different ethnicities, as well as, like, different trains. It's such a mess. So now it's an entire platform of that. Who is going to watch it besides just bots who also aren't watching it, obviously? It's a waste. Meta is so out of touch, it's laughable. But here, you know what, maybe I'm just a big old sourpuss here who can't see the vision. Here's the key takeaways. This was the first step towards a new way to discover, create, and share AI videos, which everyone has been begging for new ways of being able to discover AI videos. It's hard to find them these days. You don't know where to look. They're just so hidden. And there's so few of them. So this is a really great service. We're rolling out Vibes, a new feed of AI videos at the center of the Meta AI app. You can bring your ideas to life with new AI visual creation tools or remix an existing video by adding music. So I already love that they're encouraging, just go ahead and steal other people's videos because, I mean, it's AI. They don't even own anything anyway. They didn't actually create anything. So why don't you just take that video and add some different music to it? Or, like, maybe put it through a Studio Ghibli filter. Like, there's so many different options to remix that video. It's so good. They're just immediately just encouraging that shit. Vultures. Parasites. Anyway, though, they're rolling it out. I really like the images they show here for this little section. Good morning, Alex. Create an image of tiny treehouse for squirrels in the forest. Restyle my photo as cyberpunk. Create a video of a dog playing jazz. Holy shit, that's a game changer. This guy's a visionary. AI is giving this genius the tools to bring out-of-the-box ideas to life, like a dog playing jazz? What? I've never even heard of something like that before. This is crazy. This guy's going places. He's able to see things that no other man can see, and AI is allowing him to share this creative vision with all of us, from inspiration to creation, just as advertised. Holy shit, thank you, Vibes. Yeah, I didn't mean it as an exaggeration. I really think this is the worst possible idea for a platform. It is a platform that will actually probably break records for being the only website or the only app that has 0 users. Like, actually 0 downloads. It will entirely just be bots. It's so fucking stupid. Like, Jesus Christ, Rate My Poo from the early 2000s was a more valuable and better platform than Vibes. And that was a site dedicated entirely to strangers rating pictures of people's shits and toilet bowls. Like, somehow that has more use and value than Vibes. It is so sickening. It is gross. It is despicable how stupid Vibes is. It actually makes me upset that this would not only just be an idea, but something they're actually going through with. Anyway, that's about it. See ya. Stand back. I'm about to name drop an ancient evil that I haven't talked about in a couple of years now. Poopsie Slime Surprise Unicorns. This was a very expensive toy that was marketed towards children, and the whole concept is it's a unicorn that poops into a toilet. There's two models, one that just sings about defecating, and then one where kids can become their own little Walter White, and instead of making meth, they're making feces, and it'll poop it out into a toilet. I made a video on it almost 3 years ago now. It's actually where that woo yeah baby meme comes from. It was from the Poopsie Slime Surprise video. And I made quite a bit of content around it because I was so blown away by the concept. It's just a toy that shits. That's it. And yet it's extremely popular with kids. I understand I'm getting older now, and aging is cringe, but there's no way I'm that out of touch. What the fuck is the joy of watching a plastic unicorn take a shit? I still don't fully understand it. And it's not just Poopsie. It spawned an entire wave of shitters. So there's a flamingo that shits called Gotta Go Flamingo. There's also a couple other animals that do it as well. And it's all just about a dilated butthole fucking dumping slime into a toilet and calling it shit. It's wild. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about Poopsie today is because they're actually getting sued by the Black Eyed Peas because Poopsie Slime Surprise made a parody of their song, My Humps. It's called My Poops. I'm not going to play any of it for you now because it could now be a bit of a legal issue if I was. But the song goes, my poops, my poops, my poops. What you going to do with all that poop? Whoop, whoop. I'm going to get loopy off my poopy. And it continues, and it's very clearly supposed to be a play off My Humps. Apparently they didn't have permission for it and are being sued by the Black Eyed Peas now, which is just a wacky lawsuit because it has to talk about Poopsie and shitting unicorns and comparing it to the Black Eyed Peas music. This is going to be a lawsuit to keep an eye on. This might be a industry-defining moment. This is a big one, no doubt. I went over it on stream, reading about it. I was actually surprised to learn that apparently a parody like My Poops is often protected by fair use regulation. I was under the impression that when you're borrowing other melodies and music from existing tracks, you had to pay for the licensing rights to use it, like the same way you do if you're using samples from other songs in your music. You have to pay for the sample. I thought it worked like that for a parody song as well. But I guess there's actually a bit of gray area there and some wiggle room, so there is a chance Poopsie Slime Surprise walks out with a W from this lawsuit. But then again, they could absolutely get flushed down the toilet. But hey, like I said, I'm not entirely sure. It's an interesting and goofy lawsuit nonetheless. There is a chance Poopsie Slime Surprise emerges from the sewer victorious. But anyway, I'll go over some of the stream moments here while I was reading about it and expanding on it. Did you hear about the South Park lawsuit? No, but you did just remind me of one I haven't talked about yet. The Black Eyed Peas are suing Poopsie Slime Surprise. I totally forgot to talk about that. You remember that pooping unicorn? The shit that gave me an involuntary vasectomy when I was getting out of the packaging? They're getting sued because of their track. So Black Eyed Peas, My Humps ripped off by pooping unicorn toy lawsuit claims, which it was. I don't know if I can even play the song, considering this is now a legal issue, but the song goes, my poops, my poops, my poops, gonna get loopy off my poopy. It's very much a ripoff of My Humps, and I guess they didn't have permission to do that, which is interesting. Doesn't fall in the parody. Well, you still need permission to do a parody. If you're using the exact same, like, everything, you still need permission. That's why Weird Al never made a Prince song, because Prince would never give him permission. Oh, I forgot how expensive the Poopsie Slime Surprise is. $100 to $300 on Amazon. And one of them doesn't even shit itself. The one that slammed into my nutsack, that one actually doesn't shit itself, whatever. And it's still super expensive. That one just sings and dances. If you want the one that actually cooks up and, like, brews feces, it's a big science project. Matt and I made like 3 videos with the Poopsie Slime Surprise a few years back. I know this toy inside and out. I performed like colonoscopies on this thing. So yeah, I know all about the entire animals shitting themselves genre of children's toys. This is the clip, this is the video where the "Whoa yeah baby" clip comes from. This one, yeah. This has been in circulation for a long time. I'm surprised they've waited like 2 or 3 years to sue them. Maybe they were trying to make sure that it got maximum money, so they were letting it ride for a long time so that way they could like sue for more, because they could claim more damages and they can turn to like the profit the Poopsie makes, because it's apparently a very popular toy, which I would have never guessed. That would have been a galaxy brain scheme, and it's probably exactly what the reasoning was. People pay for unicorn shit when I can send you shit for free. Why would you do that, though? That just costs you money to send the shit. This is kind of a weird paragraph. BMG's lawyer alleges that My Poops infringes on Black Eyed Peas' surprise 2005 hit single My Humps, 75% of whose publishing rights belong to BMG thanks to a corporate acquisition. What's the point in mentioning that it was a surprise hit? It feels so weird. And then, I guess the corporate acquisition is pertinent to the case, but still. Interesting to just mention that it's a surprise hit single. It was the Black Eyed Peas. They didn't make anything that flopped during that era. So, going into this, I felt like the Black Eyed Peas had a pretty strong case, but listening to them argue it is kind of silly. It uses a similar delivery and vocal inflections as used by Fergie on the original sound recording. I just couldn't disagree more. I'd love to pull up the song real quick, but I don't want to get slapped by this somehow. It's very clearly like a Alvin and the Chipmunks style vocal. Fergie doesn't sound like that. That's just like an insult to Fergie to compare her to the shitting unicorn vocalist. It's pretty dumb. But, I mean, overall, yeah, they did rip the song, and I guess it was without permission. Oh, interesting. MGA Entertainment first released the toy in time for Christmas 2018. The suit alleges that when BMG became aware of the infringement, it sent a cease and desist letter, which they ignored. What a fucking Chad. Yeah, we make a unicorn that shits into a toilet for kids. What of it? We're gonna play hardball. Fuck your cease and desist. Oh, interesting. The company could argue that My Poops is a parody of My Humps and thus protected as fair use. In Campbell vs. Acuff Rose Music in 1994, Supreme Court held that the parody can be a form of comment or criticism on the original work, which is protected. I thought you couldn't do that for music, though. Am I misremembering? Because for Weird Al... he never... yeah, Weird Al never did a parody of a Prince song and never will. Because Prince didn't want him to. Now, was that just out of respect? Because I thought it was a legal thing. Okay. I was misunderstanding then. All of this over a defecating unicorn. A couple months ago, I made a video pitching an idea to all of you. Now, I know when you hear YouTuber and idea in the same sentence, you probably get a little concerned. It's a very dangerous combination, a recipe for disaster, because the majority of the time, it's likely pitching an NFT or Metaverse Web3 project, which is always just a load of dirty barnacles. I'd sooner invest my money in the silly bands economy than anything Metaverse NFT related. So this wasn't the case with this idea. It was kind of like an episode of Shark Tank where I nervously came into the tank and just told you about an idea that I thought was really good that my friends and I had. But we weren't asking for anything from you guys other than just your beautiful little noodles up here for all of the ideas that you usually give away for free. The whole breakdown of the situation was we created a Google form for people to just submit video ideas because for a long time, people have just always given ideas out for free, whether it's during Twitch stream or in the YouTube comments, and we actually have made content based around some of those ideas, or at least heavily inspired by. So we just thought it made sense to actually pay you for those ideas if we ended up using them for content. You know, it's kind of like when you take a picture of your feet and post it on Twitter. Like, why are you posting that shit for free? You know, take it elsewhere and charge for it. Like, your ideas have a lot of value, so to just drop them for free, you know, I just felt like, why not pay you for it? So we came up with this Google form where people submitted ideas, and if we used them, we had a whole payment plan that I illustrated in the video. I'm not just going to repeat myself there, but I want to talk about where that's at right now, because obviously a lot of people are wondering, you know, what's the status of all that? Have you even used any of the ideas? And the answer is no. This actually turned into a wild, wacky web of weirdness. Tens of thousands of emails came in. There were more emails coming in like it was a scene out of Harry Potter with the owls dropping off acceptance letters through the door. They were just coming in all over the place. And we've gone through every single one of those emails now. And I've actually learned something quite fascinating. It's a discovery that's so mind-blowing it's going to rival the day Isaac Newton proposed the theory of gravity. And that universe-melting revelation is that money changes everything. So, what I've learned is when you put money on something like this, it no longer becomes about submitting a good idea. It becomes about submitting an idea that most likely will make you money because it's a general idea. So of the tens of thousands of emails we received, the vast majority, and I mean the overwhelming majority, at least 95% of those emails were things like, do a moist meter on Avatar 2, do a tier list of a type of food, talk about pink sauce, make a Christmas-related piece of content. Just casting the widest, broadest net, so that way when inevitably I do make those videos, because they're just videos I was always going to make, a fucking moist meter on Avatar 2, I moist meter like everything that comes out. Of course I was going to do one of the biggest movies of all time, because the reason they submit it is because when it gets made, they can now argue that that was their idea, and argue they fucking have. There are people that are emailing every day wondering why they haven't been paid for the Avatar 2 moist meter. Like, fucking zoinks, Scoob. It's really disappointing, honestly, more than anything, that we didn't expect this. I don't know why we didn't foresee this, because in our heads, when we cooked this thing up in the kitchen, we put all of the ingredients together, we're like, yeah, it's a really cool idea for the community, since they're always just dropping heaters in comments, you know, why not at least pay them for that? We didn't realize that this would pervert the entire ecosystem of it, where instead of just submitting cool ideas, they're submitting ideas that they know we're already going to do. Like a moist meter on a massive movie or a massive game. Another one was make a gameplay video on big game coming out. It was crazy. Like, it was really fucking wild. And then to have the gall, the chutzpah, to then argue that it's your idea and that we stole it from you is sickening. I'm not kidding. Letters to Santa Claus from 4-year-olds have more words in them than half the ideas that got submitted. There's like 2 sentences of an idea saying, make video on massive topic in the news. Make video on absolutely huge thing that just happened. Content that I was already going to make. I talk about fucking everything that happens in the world. I made an entire video going over the M&Ms no longer being fuckable and all the drama that followed from that. Like, I already cover a large chunk of everything that happens. So when people submit 2 sentences and then their PayPal link, the idea that they're portraying is one that I'm already going to do, but they submit the idea because they know I'm already going to do it, thus they can then argue that they should be paid for it when the video inevitably gets made. And that's frustrating. And it's more frustrating because I didn't see it coming, I suppose. I don't know why I wasn't expecting this to turn into some kind of gamified scam where people will just submit thousands of ideas on the most general topics, knowing full well that that video is going to get made without that email ever being submitted, but it just gives them an angle to try and get money out of it, which sucks. Now, it's not every email, it's just almost every email. A couple of them are just genuinely unusable. Like, there's one guy that continues to submit an idea that just says, eat a frog, and then putting his PayPal there. The dude just really wants the video to be eating a frog. So, that guy's got a very specific taste. Very odd fetish, I guess. And there's a lot of them kind of like that are very memey, which, of course, we would have expected. And there's a couple in there that are almost doable if we had infinite amount of money. One of them was to get a garbage truck empire, like literally start our own trash collection business and start collecting all the trash cans around Tampa to overthrow the local Tampa garbage truck empire. How the fuck are we supposed to do that, and what is the video? Running a business at that point? Like, what the fuck? Like, there's a lot of ideas that are, like, on that scale. Like, have you ever considered public transportation industry and making content around a newly formed airport? It just seems like some people think that this is a game of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and they're just submitting the ideas. It's fucking wild, the level of some of them. Completely unachievable. Now, of course, it's just the sheer quantity of emails that came in. There were a few that weren't outrageous, and they were actually in the realm of possibility. Like, they took place in this dimension on things that were physically possible. But we haven't been able to follow through on any of those yet because they also still do require a huge amount of setup. Most of the ideas that were submitted that are actually possible are still ideas that are going to take a long time to ever come to fruition if we do decide to pursue them. But we have marked those and might do something with those in the future. So if you are one of those people that submitted something that's actual fire but haven't seen us do anything with it yet, maybe it's because we're still trying to cook up exactly how to pull it off. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this whole subject because a lot of people have asked about it over the last couple months since I haven't said anything about it because we haven't used any of the fucking ideas. But hopefully in the future we will actually use some of them, and if we do, you will be paid for those, the ones that we do use. Also, special shout out to the couple of people that kept sending their grocery list and said that the video would be super hype if we bought their groceries for a week and made like a Mr. Beast style video out of buying their groceries. Actually kind of fucking genius. Hopefully you got your groceries regardless though, even without the content being made around it. Oh, and also one big shout out to the absolute madman, the maniac that suggested a couple times to do a bulletproof vest tier list where we each wear bulletproof vests and then we shoot each other in the chest and see which one does the less damage underneath. So like who has less broken ribs. So, you know, what a fucking idea. Anyway, though, that's really about it. That's the update on the whole crazy ideas situation. That's about it. See ya. Time for more shitty Kickstarter projects. This one's about sending your DNA into the future. Basically, this project is you pay for a receptacle that you can spit in or piss in, and then you can bury it somewhere and hope that 2,000 years from now, someone will revive you from that DNA they find in there.
In the future, human cloning will be a reality. Legal, regulated, safe, a sort of human immortality will exist. Unfortunately, it'll be too late for you. You'll be dead.
Getting morbid as quickly as possible in order to scare a consumer into buying this piece of shit product. That's very low, soccer mom.
But what if you could live again? Come back for a second round with your soulmate, your children, your best friends. 6 members of the football team?
Why only 6 members of the football team? Why wouldn't I want to spend time again with the whole football team? Was I only friends with 6 of them? And how would you know which 6 I was friends with? Maybe I was friends with the entire football team, and not just the fucking SEAL Team 6 of the squad. Don't assume you know who I was friends with on my fucking football team.
Well, now you can with It Goes On DNA Gene Bank Time Capsule. All that's needed is a tiny sample of your DNA. The building blocks of life that made you.
So the It Goes On quantum flux capacitor DNA time-traveling extraordinaire device is what they're selling here. Basically that fucking clown nose she's holding over there, you just kind of put fecal matter and, you know, cum inside of it, and then you seal it up, and then you wait.
Enough to grow another you and anybody with you. Just collect a few hairs, some nail clippings, or a tooth or bone fragment, and insert them into a glass vial.
It sounds like the start to some type of satanic ritual or demon magic. That right there is some straight up sorcery ingredients. All it's missing is some lamb's blood.
Store the vials inside your capsule. As soon as you've collected all the samples you need from anybody you want to take on this journey with you, seal your capsule and deposit it anywhere. At sea, buried in the backyard, on the mantle as a tribute to your life and the lives of those you love.
Yep, and then that's it. You just kind of hide it like it's a fucking Easter egg hunt. I don't understand the thought process here. You put all your DNA shit into this hollowed out nipple and then you hide it somewhere, and for some reason someone in the future is going to find it and have an interest in reviving you even though they have no idea who you are or what's inside of it. But let's go ahead and put that aside, that for some reason they decided to open up this fucking jelly bean here. They look inside and what do they find? Fucking toenail clippings and bone fragment? I don't understand why they'd be like, oh, I have to revive this person. It's just the amount of DNA I needed to bring them back to life. I can't imagine any fucking futuristic mad scientist actually going through with reviving someone who happened to put all of their DNA into this fucking zit thing. It just doesn't make any sense.
Nothing is lost forever. And someday an archaeologist, a scuba diver, a backyard explorer will find your capsule. And that unique sequence of DNA that is you will get a second chance at life. Just imagine what your future holds.
Yeah, and that's the end of the pitch. It cuts to like a fucking Universal Studios introduction type animation. But yeah, this is probably the shittiest project I've seen on Kickstarter so far. The pitch itself, the video, it's not the worst in the world. It's just simply the idea is so unbelievably ridiculous that I can't understand at all how anyone would ever support this and think it was a good idea. That's it. So yeah. All great things in life first started as an idea. Someone brave who wasn't afraid to ask, what if? Automobiles, electricity, ass eating. What do these three things have in common? They all began as an idea. One of the most powerful traits of human beings is our ability to ideate and come up with these complex solutions to problems, or just in general create something from nothing, and it all starts up here in our little noodle. Now, there's a reason I'm talking about all of this. I'm not just on PCP having an existential crisis and ranting. The other day, my friends and I came up with a really fun idea that I thought would be just a really overall positive thing, but I wanted to run it by Twitch stream last night to see what chat thought, to kind of just take a temperature and see where everyone's head was on the proposal. And Twitch chat gave it like a 98% approval rating, which to me is the green light to go forward with the idea. If your voice wasn't heard, it's probably because you weren't in stream last night, so shame on you. The best idea you could ever have is stopping by my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/moistcritical. I stream every day. Hope to see you there. Anyway though, here's the overall idea. For the entirety of my 15 or 16 years on YouTube now, people have just openly left suggestions for content I should make in the comment section of my videos, or in Twitch chat, or just directly emailing me with video ideas. And I have absolutely made content based on or inspired by some of your suggestions, because a lot of these ideas are just straight up bangers. Like, you're dropping heat for free. And I've just been feeling like it makes sense to actually pay you for them. You might not value your ideas, but I certainly do. So starting today, anytime you cook up some fire content ideas, instead of just dropping it in the comment section or throwing it into the Twitch chat, use the Google form linked in the description below and just explain the fuck out of it. Present it like you're pitching it on Shark Tank. Tell us the idea, and then also there's going to be a spot for your PayPal email address. So if we do make something around your idea, we'll pay you $500 for it. But then we thought, why not get a little wackier with it and go hog wild? So we thought about doing a performance-based bonus as well. So if your idea goes hard and the video we make around it pops off, we'll give you an additional $500 if it gets 1 million views. And then after 1 million views, we'll give you an additional $100 per 100,000 views that it gets post 1 million over the course of a 30-day period. It's easy to track performance over the course of a month, but this isn't something that could live in perpetuity, because tracking a video for years down the line is just kind of a headache to keep track of, like, all of that and whose idea that was. So for the performance-based bonuses, it'll be over the course of 1 month, so just a 30-day period. Now, a question Twitch chat asked that was a really good question is, if multiple people submit the same idea, who gets the money? The only fair way we figured out to do that is whoever submitted it first. The first person to give that idea will be the one that receives the money for the idea. I think that's the only way that makes sense. To me, all of this sounded like a fun idea and a way of saying thanks and giving back for just some of the ideas you've been freely giving away for years now. And Twitch chat seemed to agree and convince me it was a good idea, but maybe they were just straight up fucking lying and I look like an absolute idiot right now, a true imbecile. I don't know, but to me, in my tiny little brain, this felt like a fun, good idea. That's not the only thing I'd like to discuss. There's actually another topic that I'd like to go over today. But before doing that, I want to start with something that I haven't said in a video yet, but if you tune into my streams, you'll know. Moist Esports got its first official sponsor, and it's one that I'm really happy about. It's Opera GX, and they're also sponsoring today's video. Big thanks to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. Opera GX is the best browser available. It's one that I've been using every single day for the better part of the last 2 years now, and I've never looked back. I love everything Opera GX offers, from the customization to the personalized wallpaper to every single feature that they have available. So for example, let's say you're currently using Chrome. One feature Opera GX has is you can import all of your Chrome settings directly into Opera GX seamlessly. Opera GX also has its own extension store, but all the extensions you're used to with whatever your current browser is also still work on Opera GX, such as Chrome extensions. And another really cool thing is the GX profiles, where you can set it up exactly how you want it to run. So if you're streaming, for example, you can set up the configuration to streaming where it'll no longer show any private information to viewers. Or if your PC's not doing too hot, you can also set it to configuration potato, which just is browsing in its most basic form, so there's no stress on your computer. Opera GX is just the best browser available, so I highly recommend it. You can download Opera GX for free by clicking the link in the description below. I'm still super happy that Moist Esports first sponsors Opera GX. Just what a great partner. So again, big thanks to them. Now the next thing I'd like to talk about is in regards to the thousands of channels that exist now that just re-upload my Twitch VODs, or they'll cut up my Twitch VODs into a few parts and call them like Moist Moments or Moist Critical Clips. And people have been asking me, do they belong to me? And if they don't, how do I feel about it? The answer is no, they don't belong to me. And how do I feel about it? I don't really give a fuck. I don't care that much. I've said this for like a decade now. I make content and do all this shit for fun. If someone's going to re-upload it, I don't really have a problem with that. People have suggested like DMCA striking them. I'm absolutely not doing that. The only thing that's a bit of a headache is now my actual official other channel, Moist Charlie Clips, has to directly compete with myself. Because a lot of these channels are owned by people that aren't in the US, they're uploading while I'm asleep, so I'm not even able to upload my own content before they do, since they're awake when I'm catching some fat snoozing. So that's a little upsetting because I'm getting beaten by myself. So right now, the biggest enemy for Moist Charlie Clips is Moist Charles himself. Another thing is a lot of them are pretty clever. Like, this is a normal thumbnail for Moist Charlie Clips. Aaron makes these. He does most of the heavy lifting. It's not like the wildest thumbnail, but what some of the channels will do is they'll copy this almost exactly and upload it on their channel, hoping that it'll confuse people into thinking it's the official one that I own when it's not. And that's a little weird, but another thing that I also think is pretty clever is some of the channels will actually even censor the swear words because cussing, saying fucks and shit leads to a lower CPM, so they'll actually bleep it or censor it in order to get the most bang for their buck when re-uploading my VODs. One channel in particular doesn't re-upload the full VOD, they'll cut up bits and pieces and make them moments and edit out the swear words, and that channel in particular has made roughly $15,000 to $20,000 per month for the last couple of months. So they're just straight up fucking farming here. So that's kind of the state of all that. Right now, Moist Charlie Clips is my only other channel. Also the only channel to get uncensored Twitch content from me. I'm gonna have to carve out my own little niche here in the Moist Critical Twitch clip market, I guess. So yeah, that's the only other official one. I just wanted to put all this information out there to let you know that all the others are not mine. And no, I don't plan on DMCA striking them or anything like that. So yeah, just wanted to clear everything up there. That was the other really big topic I wanted to talk about, but I do want to make a mention of something else that I'm not sure if I've even talked about it much in videos, but Moist Esports now does have an Apex Legends team. We picked up former Team Burger, one of the best in the world, and the ALGS is finally about to roll around. So a lot of people have been wondering, when does Moist Esports Apex finally start popping off? And the great news is, it's this week, baby. That's right, November 5th at midnight Eastern time. Yeah, it's a late one, and of course I will be watch partying, you already know that. So, for those that don't know, Team Burger is Australian based, and they are now the Moist Esports squad, which means our team is Australian based. So, all of the Australian ALGS tournaments are going to be super late for US time zones, but you know what? That's fucking fine, baby. So I just wanted to put that out there, let everyone know that yes, now it's finally starting, and hopefully we go super hard out there. I have a lot of faith in the boys. I think they're a very strong squad, so I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited as well. So I just wanted to mention that, and yeah, that's really about it. See ya.